Great day to come back here, Jeff, and see the result of the Balmoral Otatahi, and it's been a great project, and it's getting exciting now, getting towards the end of the finish line and seeing the finished result. But I mean, we've talked about the roof before, but I'm a big fan of the warm roofs, and it just gives us some real possibilities with the design, and having the structural panel, the CLT X-Lam panel as the visual finish, as well as the structure, and then building up the warm roof on top of that. And this site here, so obviously, you know, we're on the hill, we wanted to be kind to the neighbours and not block their view, so having the flat roof was the key. And yeah, it's quite cool though, the way they were able to fit these solar panels with the EJOT system too. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. So as you know, the build up of the roof with the polyiso panels on the top of the structural panel, it gives you many advantages, and as you alluded to there, the polyiso panels have a higher R value rating for their thickness, so we're able to get that actual depth down a bit but for both aesthetically and visually, for obviously for neighbours and heights, and meeting your height limits and all those sort of things, as well as quite beneficial to have the polyiso panels. The big wide sheets of the TPO membrane across the top here enables us to cover big areas with less joins, and visually it looks a really nice monolithic look. Obviously a bit cleaner after a nice rain, and on a beautiful sunny Christchurch day, and of course the darker colour of the TPO, which are grey friars, is obviously less reflective for the buildings around, creating that extra light going into there. Going onto the solar panels here, we have the EJOT bars, which are made in the UK, are a aluminium bar with basically a TPO flashing around it, that's able to be welded.
Oh, that comes like that.
Down.
The product comes with the TPO
correct,
on it. Okay.
Correct. It comes as a one-piece unit.
That's cool.
And it just gives a nice look to the fitting of the solar panels on top, and they're simple.
They're structurally fixed as well. They're not just glued on, or
yeah, they're actually welded. They're actually welded down onto the membrane itself. Yep. And in particular, with a warm roof system, they also will have a form of a structural screw fitting underneath, just to reduce that wind uplift pressure on the.
And that'd be quite long
membrane,
because we've got quite a bit of insulation there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the thing I like is the insulation's continuous, so there's no gaps with
absolutely.
This type of warm roof.
Yes, absolutely. That is one of the main benefits of the warm roof system, is to reduce any gaps, any joins where you can get heat loss or cold loss through any hard points.
It's like you're wrapping the whole house in a big duvet.
Correct.
Big puffer jacket.
Correct. Yeah, that's Sealco down duvet.
And then we've got the fixings here for the protection from falling, for people that are going to do the maintenance on the roof.
Yeah, certainly. I'm glad you brought up maintenance, because people do tend to forget about maintenance on roofs, and in particular membrane roofs, because of the lower pitch of the roof. Not like a high pitched, maybe a corrugated iron roof or something like that. You do get areas where you're going to potentially get build up of dirt, leaves, all those sort of things, which can potentially block your outlets, your drains, and that sort of thing. Yep. So,
but we've got the leaf guard on the gutters here, so the gutters aren't going to get blocked up. But I guess you're going to be up here cleaning the solar panels occasionally too.
Correct. And it is important to have the proper fixing there, rather than jimmying a makeshift piece of rope over the roof. And yeah, it's even though it's a lovely day here, you could get your winds up any time that can really create a hazard up on your roof if you happen to be halfway through working up here and cleaning it. So yeah, having the right fixing points and all that sort of thing, and the right process of fixing those through the membrane as well is very important. It's a very important thing because just having just a like an AquaSeal type fitting that it maybe not suited for the membrane or something like that could potentially come loose in time, creates a minor leak, and then you've got all sorts of trouble later on down the track. So having the right fittings is definitely the right way to do it.
Yep. There's more to it than meets the eye.
Correct. Correct. And that's what we're here for, is to help through the guidance of what needs to be done in the proper manner. Working with yourself, which is wonderful that you come to us to get advice, and we're able to create that solution for you that we can also guarantee and be confident it's going to work not only now but 30, 40 years down the track.
So this is a Sealco roof. Would you call this a super roof?
Certainly is a super roof. Yeah,
it's a super home.
Definitely.
And I think needs a super roof if it's a super home.
Absolutely, and we're really proud to be involved with Bob Burnett and his team, and and have our product put on here. It's a real privilege to be involved with it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff, and thanks for your support of the ongoing support of the Superhome movement, because I think it's an important thing, important cause.
Yeah, my pleasure.